Star-crossed is stupid.
Right as I started it.
I wanted to get that out of the way in case anybody wanted to know.
Awesome. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Oh, God.
So welcome to Should Have Turned Left, and we're back with another drunken report for you. I'm Ben, Canadianized on the forums at The Canadianized on Twitter.
I'm Riley, Spartan Ryari 63 on the forums that don't exist anymore, unless you're on the CID forums. Whatever. Yeah.
And I'm David, and I don't have technological names, so I'm David.
Anyways, Riley and David are going to be playing against each other today. We have Grimkin versus Menoth. Or not Menoth, Trolls. Wow.
Yep.
They do
I'm
hate it.
Trolls today because, to be fair,
You are
Mark
one,
III SR 2017 Protectorate has been really boring
Lackluster?
in list building, and yeah, I've decided to move away from them to other factions. I still have them, so they'll probably show up on the channel at some point in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm moving away, trying some other things out. I've got Trolls, Minions, Grimkin.
Yes, we have two Grimkin players. That actually makes me randomly happy.
It's great.
The Grimkin.
Yeah.
So, what'd you guys bring?
I am playing the Heretic for the Grimkin. He has a battle group consisting of a Cage Rager, a Gorehound, and a Skin and Moans. I brought the Death Knell because why wouldn't you? And then
Because you're playing King.
Because I'm playing King. But I'm not playing King, I'm playing the Heretic. Come on, Ben, pay attention.
What?
And then I brought... Shut up. And I brought a full unit of Hollowmen with a Lantern Man, a full unit of Dreadrots, a free Witchwood, and Mr. Lord Longfellow, and then a couple Cask Imps because I needed to fill points, and they're funny.
And this is Bump in the Night theme, and...
Yep. Guys.
we'll let Riley go through his list, and then we'll do Arcana.
Cool. So I am playing Calandra Truthsayer, Oracle of the Glimmerwood, in the Power of Dhunia theme. This is a 50-point game, by the way, in case you were wondering why the lists are a little undersized. In her battle group, I've got two Earthborn Dire Trolls, a Dire Troll Mauler and a Troll Axer. I've got a unit of Trollkin Runeshapers, a Krielstone Bear and Stone Scribes with the Stone Scribe Elder unit attachment, a Stone Scribe Chronicler, a model that in a faction that almost never sees table time, a model that almost never sees table time. I might be the only person in the United States that's actually put this model on the table. Also, Janissa Stonetide. Both the Stone Scribe Chronicler and Janissa Stonetide are free from my theme.
Yep. All right, so what Arcana did you take and why?
Yeah, so I do have the Trump Arcana that just gives a prey, basically, that floats around. And then I took the Shadow, which lets me put a beast down, an immobile beast down somewhere when someone gets in melee range of a guy in command range and he has a smaller base. And yeah, and then I took
Sacrifice,
that's what it's called. Just, because it heals everybody. Just basic ones because I didn't really have too much time to look over exactly what I was playing, and those are pretty solid. The Heretic has a pretty good command range for the Shadow, so I figured I'd try it out here.
He's the highest command in Grimkin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe at 10. Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
And yeah, I never got to use it, of course, but
Spoilers?
Spoiler alert.
On the spoilers over there.
All right, sorry, I'm not supposed to say.
Playing against somebody who knows how to play against that Arcana?
Yeah, I mean, in general, the Arcana, at least so far in the games I've played, have just been let's make your opponent play around certain things, in order to not trigger them.
Yeah, well, isn't that
seems
kind
to
of
be
a
the case.
win in your direction anyways? Because just the fact that you have an Arcana is changing how your opponent plays.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of nice that they get just I don't want to do that, so I have to awkwardly do things as opposed to how I would normally do it. Which is a nice thing to have in terms of how your stuff works. I quite enjoy them. But yeah, I'm just apparating some Hollowmen because I remember to do that.
Yep.
I do remember to do that.
Hey, guess what? This is round one. Everything runs.
Yeah, this is round one. One thing that's important to note, the Power of Dhunia theme allows upkeeps to start on models for at the beginning of the game. So Bullet Dodger went down on the unit of Stone Shapers, making them def 14.
Just like that cast.
Which is actually going to be to be really nice throughout the game because it stays there
Bring a Starcross.
the whole game,
Yeah.
and they're Def 14, and then along with the Stone Scribe Chronicler, who can give them Tale of Mist, they're effectively Def 16 under Starcrossed basically the entire game. They're kind of a difficult unit to deal with.
Yeah. I mean,
super nice.
I mean, yeah, it's like that's the operative word right there. They're gonna stay there the whole game.
Yeah, well, the whole point of this Calandra list, it's not going to assassinate anybody. There's not a whole lot of movement shenanigans. The Earthborns get +2 if they're close to like shallow water or something like that.
Well, +2 speed for any rough
+2
terrain.
speed, any rough terrain. But they're not gonna assassinate anything, right?
No.
This list isn't geared at assassination. This list is geared at I'm trolls, so I block really well. I brick up really, really well. I've got Calandra running a stone, which means I can keep it almost fully fueled the entire game. I'm going to sit here, taking advantage of terrain with the Earthborn, sitting in either zone, make you have to come and deal with it, and basically just try to grind you down throughout the game until I can start taking advantage of the fact that my more resilient models have done what they're supposed to do and be more resilient.
Yeah, I mean,
and with an LOS, or with that house right there in particular, this really isn't a bad scenario to brick up on, because you can keep your caster pretty central and still have your battle group in both zones, which is all you really need.
It is, and it's also really nice. The, Calandra, the Stone Scribe Chronicler, and the Mauler, I guess, are the only things that don't have Pathfinder in this army, because both of the Earthborns have Pathfinder, the Stoneshapers have Pathfinder, Janissa has Pathfinder, and then I can rush with the Axer to give Pathfinder, so I can pass Pathfinder out to other things as well.
Including said Mauler.
Including to the Mauler, which actually allows me to take advantage of the terrain incredibly well in this game. You'll see here in just a second on turn 2, Janissa is going to take up her position standing in the forest basing the flag, and will remain there for most of the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like that with this, just a big brick. I really felt like I wanted more heavies than I had, just because I had I had the infantry are really good. They just with all the stuff you have, like star-crossed and just all the buffs, like it was really hard for those little guys to actually get anything done. They just kind of plinked a lot of your stuff.
Yeah.
And it was pretty rough.
Well, and that's the point, I think.
So many armor buffs on the table.
This list. Yeah, there's a lot of armor buffs on my side between the stone and the ability to position dire Earthborns.
And the wall that the camera can't see.
There's a wall behind this building here in the middle, which one of the Earthborns uses to great effect.
I do have it labeled at the start, but if you missed that, you're going to miss that. Yes, there's a wall there.
But and then the Earthborn's ability to snack is also incredible, because one, it denies corpses
that I don't
for
have.
the death knell.
Yep.
But it also heals. So my super high arm beasts are healing on average, I think 2 to 3 D3 a turn because of snacking, and they have the ability to regenerate. So I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah,
they're pretty resilient beasts, which is kind of the point of this list. It's a long list. It's kind of a catcher's mitt. I expect to get alpha'd. So right here, you see I'm moving up the Stoneshapers. I play Grimkin. I know what those Cask Imps can do. I don't like them very much. I just kind of want to blow that thing up, so we're going to rock hammer some stuff over there. I'm needing...
And that's just a firewall template, right? That's not
it's just a firewall template. So I'm
was
needing...
that snakes?
No, it was a 4.
It was a firewall template.
And so it deviates over because it is an AoE.
You still get him, I think.
Yeah, it's a POW 7 blast damage. He's only arm 12.
Yeah.
So I need 6s to kill him, and I roll 5.
Which is apparently enough.
Which is apparently enough.
Yeah.
Is he only
they're
arm
11? They're arm 11. They're not arm 12.
Oh, yes, they're arm 11. I'm
okay.
sorry. Arm 11. So, yeah, a 5. 7 plus 5 equals 12.
Yep.
They go away. That makes sense. So here I'm just chucking at the dog, hoping to pick things up. I'm scattering onto some of those, which he toughs. And then another one, I believe.
I was like, oh man, I really could have used a not tough there, buddy.
Yeah.
It's been really nice.
And then guess what? The Earthborn goes in and decides to take advantage of literally everything over there.
You jerk.
Yeah.
That bottom zone there that
Good
you're looking
Lord, that is beautiful for an Earthborn.
It's like a perfect spot for an Earthborn because I can sit there and get within 2 inches of the building, 2 inches of the forest, and 2 inches of the shallow acid pit, and get all 3 of the benefits of the Earthborn: speed,
which
def,
you
and
don't
arm.
need the forest for that. You get by the acid pool, and you get the rough terrain and shallow water, anyways.
But it's good to take advantage of what you can.
Made me really sad.
Yeah, I did not set that up with Earthborns in mind, and every time I see Earthborns on the table, I usually look at my terrain and just curse the world.
Normally, the saying is no one expects the Inquisition. This time I will say no one expects the Earthborns.
No.
Yes. Man, you'd think a heretic would expect the Inquisition, but, you know.
Hey!
I know, right?
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't. He didn't. And he also was like, oh, maybe I should have not taken a bunch of dudes. But, you know. I mean, there's another... I mean, like, they could have done some more stuff.
Or the heretic can steal Starcrossed. It's all good, right?
Yeah, he can. And I forgot that he could do that. And it was at times because that might have actually made a decent difference.
I think so.
Yes,
I think that
would have.
And I'm like,
That
oh
would
yeah, he steals spells. Oh.
Definitely. So I'm not sure why you didn't just run your Cask Imp into my Earthborn here.
Yeah, well, because he was
Guaranteed boom.
behind the wall. There was not an
Does he
angle.
boom at the wall?
He booms if he contacts. I might have misunderstood how my Cask Imp works. If he contacts another model or becomes knocked down. So I guess I thought that if he hit the wall, he would have exploded. And
Nope.
No, he wouldn't.
My
And
bad.
if I'm thinking it's a fire damage roll, and it's an
Oh,
Earthborn, I
it
would
is
have
a
ignored
fire damage roll.
the
Yeah.
ignored the damage.
I
So
mean-
yeah, actually,
mean,
you made
either
a
way.
you made a wise decision there.
Yeah, that's me
Good stuff.
making accidental wise decisions for all
Hey.
time. Yeah.
Hey, fewer mistakes win games.
Yep. There you go.
And that's really what it comes down to: is fewer mistakes win games.
Indeed.
So this is a massive CRA onto that Earthborn there. This is a
Tickles?
10-man CRA. It's dice -1, even at arm 22, and he does 8 points of damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw a 5 in the location. I didn't see the other die on there. Solid.
Solid. Yeah.
Very,
I mean,
very solid.
they could shoot at him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. It's
And
not
the
a bad idea.
non-protectorate player still has a
Yeah.
protectorate background
Yeah.
on his tablet.
Once again,
I do. It's true.
Once again, Witchwood's not doing squat.
Witchwood.
because-
In my experience, I found the Witchwood is actually a great solo to sit on a flag
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
it's an arm 18 10-box model, and if the flag is anywhere
It's a
near a
pain to
forest, it
remove.
has stealth.
yeah.
Speaking of, why did you pick the side you were on, David?
Me,
Yeah.
because he's got a bunch of Pathfinder and I don't, and the
Hollowmen
forest.
don't have Pathfinder?
Hollowmen do not have
Nope.
Pathfinder.
They have Apparate, but no Pathfinder. Yeah, he's
So-
kind of
Yeah,
lacking in
okay.
the Pathfinder area.
So I was kind of
That is
lacking in the
fair.
Pathfinder, and the rubble seemed a lot better than the forest.
There isn't rubble.
Oh, that's not rubble. Is
That's
that
supposed to be a
That's a hill.
Is it supposed to be a hill? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Well, that probably would have made a difference.
Yeah, I know. I have flat terrain.
Yeah.
I mean, I was playing it as a hill the whole time.
yeah.
I don't think it actually
Yeah.
comes into play because
No, it doesn't.
you don't worry about anything moving through it with Pathfinder or anything.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
that would have
Yeah.
messed up Skin and Moans and
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I lurkered him
all
just so he
kinds
could
of stuff.
move through
Mhm.
it. But I mean, just I'm used to like the brown flat terrain has rubble from at Twin Suns, so I didn't realize it was a hill.
Sure.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's
my bad.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters too much.
No, it doesn't. It
No.
doesn't come into play in the game, so it's not that important.
Yeah, as long as I don't
Um,
usually bury a flag in cover like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here we are, top of turn 2. I've got an Earthborn that's
Yeah.
kind of beat up from a giant CMA.
Wait, this is top
Um,
of 3, isn't it?
This is top of 3.
Hmm.
Yes, this is top of 3.
I mean,
No. Wait, what turn are we? I don't know.
This should be top of 3.
I think so. Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
I went first, and then
'Cause I went
Hollowmen,
first.
and
Yeah,
then
Trolls went first.
you went first.
So,
and then-
was
yeah,
bunch of
my
running,
Stone
yeah.
Shapers are going to do what they're going
I
to
don't
do. Use their AoEs to kind of pick on some people over here.
some Hollowmen.
Yeah, so I'm throwing it because they're clumped up, and so even AoE 3, I'm going to manage to catch plenty of them because I think
Yeah.
it's decent.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I really didn't feel like they had the Hollowmen had a whole lot of things to shoot at.
Well, they ignore the cloud for one.
Yeah,
they ignore
do.
the cloud, but the problem is you're looking at Def 14.
Star-crossed.
Star-crossed Runeshapers,
Star-crossed, yeah,
which is
Rabble.
Yeah, which is kind of hard.
I actually think I forget to shoot with them one turn, which is
I think you do as well.
Yeah,
I think in turn 4 you forget to shoot with them.
shoot with them, which is pretty sad.
But I think even if you had tried to shoot with them, you would have clocked yourself because you were running so low on clock anyways.
Yeah, I was just trying to do important things and then just get them out the way. And
so here I'm throwing at your I'm throwing at the beast there and managed to actually hit him and I think I do 6 points of damage to him or 5 points of damage to him, something decent.
Yeah.
Because I know, personally, I like to use the Gorehound to kind of blip through obstacles.
Yeah.
And kill a couple things, then lightning strike backwards and just be like, what's about to happen is fun. So the Mauler walks over to that Cask Imp, picks it up, and chucks it at some pumpkin men.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Which is
amazing.
Woo!
So I walked over. I boost the to hit roll to make sure this happens. I hit.
Yeah.
I throw. I think I also end up boosting the hit roll. No, I didn't.
Nope.
But I hit
Yeah,
5. And then he explodes and takes out 2 pumpkin heads because it knocks him down. It's great.
Did you throw him over a pumpkin head?
No, he didn't go over. He went like in between two of them.
Yeah, so I threw him over the wall, in between one of them, at one of the guys, and it lands and takes out 2 of them. It was like,
that's gross.
It was like a perfect line to throw.
Wow.
It was great.
It's pretty dumb.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just like, and that's, I mean, at Cask Imps is a thing.
Yep. And it's funny because the rules on the Cask Imp say once it's knocked down, it explodes, and it's just like, hey, guess what? This automatically knocks it down. Lols.
Yep. Tim knows he's knocked down. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. This was not good times.
It's like Knell.
Okay.
So here I'm placing my my Earthborn here. I'm trying to clear the zone.
Yeah.
I don't have any way to actually clear it, but I'm definitely doing my best to take care of business here. And the great thing about this is even though he's not hurt, he's snacking anyways. So I'm denying the death no corpses, which is super great.
Pretty
so awesome.
And
so
he's
cool.
within 2 inches of the wall and the building there, so he's armed 20.
Yeah.
Yep. Fun times.
Yeah.
Not fun times.
Oh, hey, did Heretic pop Trump Arcana?
He did.
He did.
Is that what the coin
He
there
pops
is?
the Trump Arcana on that poor dire troll.
Yeah.
And
then
Do
don't worry, we'll watch the sad turn happen.
Whatever that dire troll
That's what
deserves, I don't think he deserves anything, but you know.
Oh, he totally deserves.
He deserves.
He killed pumpkin heads.
Yeah, he killed my pumpkins, man. They didn't
I got a
do
pumpkin
anything.
head.
They didn't
And my
do
dire troll
anything.
says pumpkin pie sounds delicious.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
If
he
you think
is
about it,
eating
dire
more.
trolls, like, that's disgusting. They eat literally anything. Anything living, they will. That is so gross.
Do you snack on dead?
Does he put whipped cream on the top of my?
I think it has to be living.
Does he put whipped cream on the top of my pumpkin heads
He
before he
probably does.
eats them? Like
Snacking living.
yeah,
So he eats trees.
he eats
Yes.
trees.
He eats trees.
Which one in Gallows Grove?
He
Pharaoh,
eats pumpkin pie.
which are probably disgusting.
The Bellows crew.
Yeah, he eats those. Like nasty,
When in
swampy,
their fluff, it
all kinds of gross.
describes how disgusting they smell.
Yeah, dude. Like they
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
It's actually great. In one of the, I think it's in. Is it in Devastation? I think it's in Devastation, where they're talking about Borka. He gets into a fight, and
Already.
like he gets into a fight, and his arm gets like killed or something.
Oh, that was against Chromac.
Yeah, against Chromac, his arm like almost gets cut off, and
No,
like,
it did.
His arm will grow back because he's a troll. Like he'll be fine. But at one point, he's like being rolled on a wagon, and he looks up at Rock, and it just says like he's pretty sure Rock ate his arm. Like, come on, this is your bonded war beast that is supposed to be like your quote unquote best friend war beast, and he just like munches down on his caster's arm.
Yeah. Now,
Disgusting.
guys, ready to watch me not kill anything?
Oh yeah, because Starcrossed is up.
Here we go.
It's
and
fantastic.
how many snake eyes?
I don't even know.
I don't think we have any snake eyes. We just don't have enough to hit a Def 12
It's just
roll.
super depressing.
No,
It's so sad. It
Well, the thing
makes
is,
I don't think
It
I'm gonna
makes me real
forget putting the
sad.
chart in my phone for the stats on Starcross and just being depressed all the way through,
it's
going,
super sad.
"This is miserable."
well, I mean,
super duper sad.
I will say, there's Calandra has Starcrossed, Wrong Eye and Snapjaw have Starcrossed.
yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
The Wanderer has
they're both in
Starcrossed.
factions that aren't considered competitive.
But
However, Wrong Eye and
Wrong Eye
Snapjaw get
can be taken in
some
Crix
things.
and Hordes, non-Grimkin.
Yeah. Also,
Yes, but why
also-
would you take them in Crix when you have Ghost Fleet and Dark Host?
Because you want to break theme, or you get a theme that allows a solo.
We don't break theme in War Machine. Get out of here.
This also the Wanderer has
Unless you're-
Starcrossed.
unless-
just,
Circle.
just
Oh,
so
the
you know.
Wanderer has
He
Starcrossed,
does
that's right.
indeed have Starcrossed.
Oh yeah.
He does.
I mean, Control Range 12
I
isn't
forgot
anywhere
about
near as
that.
good as Control Range 16.
No,
But
it
still
isn't.
a whole lot better than Control Range 8.
That's
Wrong guy.
That's pretty. Yeah. Either way, still,
So that Dire Troll
Seriously,
Earthborn
look at
there
that Starcross on
yeah,
2D6.
he gets
just
he gets,
got
he gets, he gets
gallowed.
yanked forward. He does.
So
Yeah, Starcross.
I don't want to make you. I don't want to make you feel worse.
47.68.
Yeah,
You
got a
wanna make-
47.68% to hit me on those rolls with
Needing sixes.
needing sixes.
On 2D6.
Well, too bad you made me feel worse, Riley. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, the Starcross
It-
stats
it's-
are just.
I mean,
sad.
but I can't just like let you stay there.
No, it's
so
true.
I gotta, like,
rolling
try.
those is without a doubt the correct move to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the
It's
point
just-
of Starcrossed is I'm going to try
Yeah.
and jam some stuff into your face,
and then
and I'm
just
going
be
to
like,
use
"Don't hit
Starcrossed
me."
and
Yeah.
hope that it helps me survive.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
I mean,
guess what? It works.
your list is
Mhm.
doing what it's supposed to do, and I just don't have. I don't think I have the tools currently with the.
Wait,
stuff
no,
I
he
have
needs
for, like-
force because prey.
Only on the big guy.
Only,
Oh.
Did you guys remember that?
We remember that for damage.
We did. He should have hit. I think 2 more of those probably.
Yeah, that would have made it. That would have also made it.
Sad.
So, couple things. Forgot to cast Starcross with the Heretic, and also forgot about
your
that.
Arcana.
And yeah,
Wah,
as-
wah.
Yep. I forget a lot of things. I don't know if anybody's noticed.
Well, you aren't quite used to the clock yet.
No,
Mhm.
that is true.
Yet.
So there we go.
Yeah.
There's your mistake number 1, Internet.
Yep.
Wait, what?
It's a mistake number. That's the first mistake I've noticed right now, isn't it? Oh no!
Please.
You've already
No.
activated. You've already activated Heretic, where you could have cast Starcrossed.
Yep. That's
Mistake
that was
number
the-
2.
That's the.
Wah
just-
wah wah.
Are you gonna just? Okay, I thought you said didn't want to make me feel worse, Riley.
Bah.
This is what happens when you watch your own gameplay. You just feel worse about how terrible you are.
That's
thinking
all right.
of War Machine.
It's okay. I will admit I'm
Yeah.
pretty terrible, so we're all good there. No.
Hilarious.
It's all right.
As long as you
yeah.
learn.
I am learning
As-
a lot.
Good.
So we're good.
Good.
I am learning that
That-
Starcrossed is also dumb.
So this is actually
Yes.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
You hit my my Runeshaper,
Mm.
and with the Lantern's Light, the
Yep.
Bewitch, and he
Yeah.
just he just turns
Waddle,
around,
waddle.
walks away, and turns around and just looks the other way for the rest of the turn. Like he doesn't shoot at him. He
Yeah, I
doesn't do anything
I
else.
forgot to shoot at it.
He just
Is this the turn the Lanternmen just completely?
They forgot
don't-
to shoot. Yeah.
Yes, they forget to shoot
completely
this turn.
forgot to shoot.
Oh.
And I was like,
But he just-
oh,
yeah,
You got so
he-
excited about the Lanternman, you're like, yeah!
yeah. Oh wait.
because the Lantern mans him, and then there goes the Gorehound.
Yep.
Bah.
Oh gosh.
And he just riles.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just-
He's hiding behind the house.
Yeah, I was trying
It's
to be
our
like,
game.
oh, I've played against Riley enough to know that you just warp through the house and warp back, and that we'll save that for later. As to
It's
see
true.
how that.
When I tried
yeah.
really hard, what you can't tell is there's actually models all along the base of that house
Yeah,
because I
just
know
to
that
deny
trick and I
landing
love that
zones.
trick, and so I just
Yeah.
play against that trick. It's the same thing as like
Yep.
denying a landing spot for flying or denying a landing spot for trample. If there's no place
Yeah.
for them to land, they can't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, in the last game that's on the channel, you can see me deny landing zones for a Wraith engine.
I would.
Just
Yeah,
pop
the
in
Wraith
shifting
engine's
stones
just
and go, you can't go here. Bam.
the ghost can't actually go through the wall.
Yep.
Sad face.
Positioning. Well, I think one of the things with lists, especially like this Calandra list, or with a lot of Grimkin lists that are longer lists that take longer in the game to play,
Yeah.
are not assassination-based lists. Positioning is huge.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of
positioning
infantry.
They require you to, basically they say if you can play a better game than your opponent, you'll win.
Yeah.
But if you can't play a better game than your opponent, you're not going to win. There are some lists out there, Haley 2, where, well, pre-nerf Haley 2, I should say, where you can play a bad game, feat, and still win.
You can still do that post-nerf Haley, too.
Oh, that's true.
You aren't going to be able to do that against infantry, but...
Or maybe
Skinny
some Ghost Fleet
everybody.
lists. Especially that Denny 1 Ghost Fleet list that's the boogeyman of War Machine right now.
Just Denny 1, period. Who cares what theme?
Denny 1, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's kind of the ultimate...
So we just watched the Skin and Moans.
I just think I saw a
troll.
Snake Eyes.
Oh, the Skin and Moans does a decent amount of damage against the troll.
Isn't there I rolled trip ones at one point in this game?
Yeah, you roll it. You roll it later. It's up towards the top of the screen. You roll against something, and with Starcross, he rolls 3 1s, and one of the ones gets taken away, so he misses.
Yay!
Shocker.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That was Longfellow shooting into my bro, missing and hitting his
my own
Skin and Moans.
Yeah.
That's right.
You think I'd learn,
that's harsh.
but no. I mean, you think I'd
Because
learn?
Black Penny's cool, but it doesn't stop the retarget.
No, it doesn't. Black Penny's.
And
cool.
he was in Starcross.
Yeah.
So I'm not a character. You only get 2 dice. I'm a def 14. You need 7.
I think wasn't he? He was aiming too. It was pretty sad.
Starcross
yes, you
only
were.
protects your models, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Making sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's all attack rolls. So even against his
Really?
own guy, he would
Oh,
suffer
that-
the star-crossed effect.
That should have.
That
might You live
Come on,
and you
dude,
learn.
read your
There
cards.
we go.
Everybody read their cards. People do that in this game.
He needed snakes.
Okay.
He rolled a 2 and a 4.
Yeah.
There's no way he misses.
No.
We should all learn. Lord Longfellow doesn't miss, and he also hates Grimkin, apparently.
Correct. He doesn't miss.
He'll hit
He will
something, dang it.
Something will get shot, and that's all that matters. Maybe you should feed your people more. Gosh,
goodness.
that's what he gets upset.
So I guess this is top of turn 4 here. As you
Yep.
can see, time is running down.
That's one of the things. Time does not scale from 50 to 75. very
No,
well.
it doesn't. It's not
And
great.
that's just because of the extra battle group points.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think so.
I also
think
just
so.
I had so many infantry too. and
Yeah,
it's just like-
Yeah.
The reason part of why I like this, it's also a low model count list. So on the clock, I move quicker. So here, I don't know how I didn't manage to kill the Lantern Man earlier in this game.
Yeah, he tanks like several
He
shots
takes a lot of
before he
blast
dies.
damage
Yeah.
until he eventually dies. Because I was always aiming at other people because he was hiding behind that cloud, and I was just like, well, I guess I kind of got to work around the cloud. But I couldn't hit the
Yeah.
Lantern Man. I mean, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah, he didn't like Hollowmen.
Nah, he'll just turn
like-
something around and then forget about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Ben.
And he didn't kill anything to bring any models back, so the recursion never
Yeah,
happened.
well, because I had to shoot. I had to shoot your three dudes there. Just
My 3 dudes there that are def 14.
Yeah.
The Krielstone are the only single wound models you have in here?
yeah.
And obviously,
Yeah.
they're not getting into the fight.
Yeah. So I was just like, I have
Obviously, they
to. So I have
get
to
in the
shoot.
fight late.
I was like, I have to shoot them. I have to
Some.
kill them, and I have to do that through Starcrossed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, in this
It's
too,
just-
because it's 2 rectangular
with
zones,
bullet dodger.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's
which
just
is awesome. Which I
it's
think I
just
actually
bad.
forget a dodge move at some point in this game,
But
but it doesn't really matter.
It's
Oh
okay.
well. But because bullet dodger gives him dodge.
yes, it does.
Makes sense. The
All right.
dodger is in the name.
Yeah.
But on this scenario, with there being nothing that units can score, they can only contest. The units become slightly less
Yeah, they're not.
important, I would say, in this list. You know,
Yes.
your beasts, your jacks, your death your death knells, your death
Yeah.
engines, your battle
Battle
knells,
engines.
your battle engines,
Yeah.
your battle knells,
Dig, Riley.
all
You
of
can
those.
do it.
I really missed the.
Yo,
lack
man,
of
I haven't
beasts.
been on in a while.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
You're
I
only
really,
3 beers deep.
I really
That's also
missed.
true.
I really missed the lack of beasts I had. I had 3. I had a Skin and Moans, a
That's
Cage
true. Well,
Rage,
and I
a
also
dog,
think I
like-
think it's hard. And this is an argument I've heard from a lot of people, and I would agree, being somebody who plays both War Machine and Hordes,
Mhm.
beasts are overcosted.
Oh, good lord.
They're
yes.
overcosted.
Yeah.
If you
Yes,
look
they
at
are.
major tournaments throughout the world, WTC, the UK Nationals wasn't too long ago. I know
Lock
that
and load,
the
even.
WITC lock and
Yeah.
load, the percentage of War Machine versus Hordes that's being played is like in the 65 to 70% range in favor of War Machine. So
Yeah.
only 35 to 30% of the field is playing Hordes because you can just fit more on the table. that does more with War Machine. I mean, you look
when you look at, okay, I want to bring 5 heavies, and you're playing War Machine going, oh yeah, it's super easy, and you're looking at Horse going, shite, how do I do this?
It's true. When I look at,
I have nothing else.
From what I know
only
best,
have
in
5
Protectorate, Crusaders are 10 points.
Yeah.
With Amin's like, yes, please. Right? I'll take 4 Crusaders. I'll take 4 Dervishes.
Just build the
That's
fort,
perfectly
man.
fine. You know? So I have an Earthborn here, has been healed. So his mind had been broken and then healed by Calandra, because Calandra's cool, and now he's wailing on some stuff. I was trying so hard to clear this zone, and I could just never make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one thing about Earthborns, I will say,
like enough stuff is spread out to make it extremely difficult.
it is. He did a good job of positioning where I couldn't think. The thing with the Earthborn is it's a little pillow fisted. It's only P plus S 15.
Yes, it is.
Thankfully, that Skin and Moons didn't have any corpses on it, and so it was only armed 16. Which I was just like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm only dice minus 1. Even my pillow fisted butthead over here can manage to kill you.
Yeah, I really felt
No
felt like I
strength
needed
to
like
make it even.
I really felt I needed like Dark Menagerie. I was just
it
would have been a nicer like list.
Starting
so
with a corpse
was the
is
other
nice.
list that you?
The other one was Child with the Dark Menagerie theme, like just
And you
bunch
saw
of
this scenario and
bunch of heavies. Yeah, I mean,
familiarity.
The Heretic is
Okay.
the caster I started with. He's the one I'm most familiar with using. I was like, since I'm on the clock, I wanted to play something I knew how to.
This is also
play,
Calandra's feat turn.
Yeah.
1s and 2s are rerolled.
Yeah.
So
Attack and damage, right?
I think it's just attack, but I could be wrong. It's probably
It's
1 or
probably
2 on
really
attack or damage rolls. No, you're right.
Yep.
It's gross.
And so, that Earthborn manages to clear it off. This other Earthborn, which is surrounded by pumpkin heads, just continues to
eat them.
continues
some
to eat
pumpkin
them.
pie is what he has. He's just
yeah. And
whipped
you
cream on
managed to
top.
fail a bunch of.
Yeah,
You
I don't
managed to
make
fail a
any-
bunch of
yeah.
tough checks.
I mean, I never rely on tough.
Well, you
because
shouldn't.
You shouldn't,
But it's just
no.
like I didn't make a whole.
You didn't make a single one, which
Yeah.
this guy, he'd been hurt pretty decently, and you could just see me snacking and unmarking boxes
Yeah,
over there.
it's just
I think he
like-
ended up healing like 8 to 10 points this turn.
Yeah, it was bad.
Gross.
Because I rolled two 3s.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
rolled 2 3s, a 2, and a 1, so that's 9 points.
Yeah, when I go back and actually edit the video, I can watch
Yeah, it's just
if I remember.
You
and if I
ate
care.
you ate quite a bit of pumpkin pie.
Well, I ate
there.
4 of them, and being able to heal means, guess what? I'm still resilient, and I'm still within
Yeah.
stone, and I'm still within this
cover.
within cover.
Terrain.
I'm going to be armed 22. I'm going to be deaf.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's rough terrain. So
Rough
we get
terrain.
some speed from it.
Mhm.
Just Yep.
2 inches of an obstacle or obstruction for armor. Okay.
yeah. There we go. Yeah, I mean,
Huh.
yeah. Next,
Interesting. So Rebel, despite granting cover, only gives you +2 speed.
all right.
Unless I'm in it.
Solid.
Oh, this is the dumb
Yeah,
sweaty
true.
thing. Here we go.
Oh, we have
Oh.
an assassination attempt coming, ladies and
It's-
gents. Here we go.
Oh my god, I don't.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So this might be the most embarrassing moment in a while.
You know, you didn't have a whole lot to.
Alright.
You didn't
Yeah.
have a whole lot to do.
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of
Um,
options, so I was like,
We're
Um,
tied on scenario.
yeah.
You've got 11 minutes.
Yeah, you're up on clock. Well,
He's
you're
going
second,
second,
player,
so he's not
necessarily
really up on clock. I'm only 3
Yeah.
behind him
Yeah.
being first player, so he's not really up on clock.
This is turn
Yeah.
4, so
mean,
the turn
it's a-
7 game's probably out with this time frame.
I mean, it's a sweaty assassination, but at the same time, it's not a bad move because
yeah.
you put a Gorehound in contesting position,
Yes.
which, if you weren't so low on clock, that's actually not a bad thing because then you might
Yeah.
be able to run it out. You go up on points this turn, I believe. You go up 3-2,
Yeah.
Yep.
which isn't bad at all.
And it's one of those. This is the first game we live stream on Twitch,
Mhm.
which I'm stoked that actually happened. But even one of the guys in the chat later on mentioned, like, wondering, okay, with the Gorehound being such a good contesting piece right there, would it be worth just leaving him up there and trying to clock?
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
mean-
blitz through the rest of the turn, feed fodder, and see if you could clock.
Yeah, I mean, because I moved the Death Knell up to punch a troll, but it actually puts the Gorehound at like arm 16, which isn't the
It puts the
worst.
Yeah.
Gorehound at arm 16.
Like-
The Gorehound is a hard model to remove.
Yeah.
I think really your problem this turn is you just took too much time.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
and
take too much time this
and-
turn.
and I mean, I'm not used to playing on the clock. This is probably like my 3rd game on the clock, maybe. Like
Yeah,
it's
You'll
just,
get used to it eventually.
yeah. I mean, but yeah. So just I forgot a bunch of stuff because normally when I'm not on the clock, I just think through everything and then. But
yeah, no, the clock
it's
definitely
just-
does bring a different kind of pressure. That
Yeah, and then I
even
roll
though
horrendously.
Yeah, this assassination attempt just goes terrible because it's star-crossed.
Oh yeah.
I'm def 14, arm 16 because of the stone.
Oh,
I have a transfer.
Roll
Because-
4 dice.
Because
and
I
just,
saw
it's like
I
two
saw you
twos and
measure
2
earlier,
ones.
like, could I get Longfellow where I could shoot her? And it was
Yeah.
like, well, you could try. Problem
Yeah.
is you're gonna pull Calandra into you because I'm the same size model as you, which is gonna pull me out of Longfellow's line of sight,
Yeah.
anyways.
It was
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like I still whiff really hard with just the dog.
You
And
know,
it's just-
Starcross will do that to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard
Even in the chat, there was someone who commented, "Man, that's friggin' rough."
it's pretty rough. I mean, it's a Gorehound, so you know it's pretty rough, right? Right?
Yeah.
Rough.
But
Yeah.
on the flip side, it's like live streaming. It's like, okay, people can actually get. Yeah, we play on the clock. This is totally not a competitive game that we're playing.
Oh
not the
no,
least bit.
We are
no.
laughing like crazy.
Yeah, I'm
all
having
the way
I'm having a grand old
through.
time rolling my terrible dice. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's great. Oh, and
man.
here I spray your poor Fury tokens all over the place. 'cause-
Yeah.
Split.
Yeah, just
Oh
like, get
yeah,
out of here.
'cause it's like, hey, shouldn't the Gorehound be actually where he's at?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then
because
Fury didn't move with
because depressing.
You know, to be fair, I was really impressed with the Runeshapers this game. I think with
Okay.
Bullet Dodger up on them, having concealment, they were able to
Yeah.
sit kind of behind that Earthborn. The Earthborn soaked up a bunch of the damage, and they were able to be contesting pieces. And they cleared off a bunch of Hollowmen. I thought they functioned really well. I had taken some lights out of the list in order to put them in to have units, and I don't regret it in the least bit. Because I think I got a whole lot more utility out of them than I would have gotten out of some lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just in terms of
pumpkins.
list design in 2017, having a small unit like that is not a bad idea for
No.
those circular
Not at all. I
zones.
think I ended up trading... I
Yeah,
took a
'cause he-
Slag Troll out and put them in. Slag Troll's
Yeah, I'd
10,
say that's
there's
worth
9
it.
points. That's easily
I'd
a
say
trade
that's
because I
worth
think
it.
they did way more work than the Slag Troll was ever going to do, especially against Hordes.
Well, yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
even in Dark Menagerie, like
Here
taking
comes
it,
the death. No.
yeah, get in there, boy, get in. He just wants to get in there. He totally
Get it.
misses his main attack.
Starcrossed.
Yeah, that's the trip
fails
ones.
miserably.
That's the trip ones
gosh.
that I rolled. That was the trip ones.
it's
Was
just
his
terrible.
attack, and then he actually manages to hit with the horse.
Yeah, he
which
hits with
is-
the horse, but he's dice off 12.
Yeah,
Even with finisher, he's dice
Yeah,
off 12.
which is
because I'm
pretty-
armed 22.
pretty sad.
You,
I mean-
you remember the Cav boosted charge, right?
He didn't charge.
He didn't charge. Why did he not charge? Was that
I'm-
less than? That was more than 3 inches, right?
Yeah,
Oh come on, dude! Impact
Yeah.
attacks.
yeah.
Did you
He
he,
moved-
didn't,
he
he didn't
moved-
move in a you didn't move in a linear.
Oh,
Fashion.
okay.
Oh, is that why?
Mhm.
Okay.
Once again, thinking that hill over there actually wasn't. I mean, well,
they
he's-
have Pathfinder
I
anyways.
know.
Hey, it's all right.
Ah.
It's all right.
It's fine. It
For
didn't-
the future.
yes.
Yeah.
I live and I
Charge.
learn, and I'm bad at hordes, guys. But hopefully that will change.
That'll
Um,
change.
So see
It'll
here,
take time.
that's the miss on the Runeshaper that I totally should have dodged on. I don't know where I
Yeah.
could have gone, but I should have
Yeah.
dodged.
And then I mean, I feel a little bit happy here because Cage Rager goes up and just punches a troll at least.
Yeah, this troll kind of got. I moved him into a place where he was def 14, but
No
I mean,
armor buff. Yay!
No armor buff. I'm outside of the stones.
Now's your chance.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
only
like, get
arm
him.
18.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
I like I even
Only
like
arm 18.
only armor. I mean, it's only dice off 1. I boost to like hit and everything because
Starcross
Starcross
is still up because
dumb.
16 inches.
So I'm just like, I was like, you know what? I'll boost to hit twice and just boost damage.
Well, it's funny.
and-
You can see
Yeah,
I've
difficult enough to
moved.
get in.
I
Yeah.
moved
yeah.
Calandra back
yeah.
away from the house because when I realized, I was like, wait a second, 14 inches, you can use Starcrossed. I don't want you to be able to have Starcrossed. Move back.
Yep.
Get out of 14. This is stupid.
Nope, there's a heretic moment I won't forget when I was playing Kruger 2, and then I allowed him to have
TK.
not Stormwall.
Oh yeah, I had
Just
not
whatever
Stormwall,
that
and then you also
spell
gave me
is.
TK, which was hilarious.
Yeah,
Um,
but it was more the
yeah. Oh yeah.
oh,
So that's what
that's
like.
what it feels like
That's
to
what
play
that's
against
like.
that spell.
So,
That
here,
sucks. I'm not letting you do that again.
so here we
That's what
see
that's
turn's been shifted over. It's a top of 5. He's got 12 seconds left on the
Yeah.
clock. I've got
Yeah, you
8
functionally
minutes.
can't lose.
Yeah.
So I go through and just do some things for the practice of it. Try to clear zones.
Yeah.
Basically just things that you should do to be a decent player to keep yourself in shape.
Yep.
I don't think anything of note. I'm trying to clear
Control
that top
points
zone there.
are 3-2.
3 to 2. He's up on control because of the contesting dog. What I was
Yeah.
hoping to do was push somebody up to contest his flag. My goal had been to clear that top zone. I guess you could
Oh, yeah.
call it my zone because my objective's in it. Clear that top zone, so score 1 on that zone. Deny
on that note,
his.
I can't wait until we get the
and
WTC
then-
zones.
I know. That's going to be great.
That's gonna be
I'm
fun.
so
I do
excited.
actually.
Yeah.
There is one brave little pumpkin. In
There
this.
is.
Yes,
There's a
yes.
pumpkin
There's a
head here
brave little
that
pumpkin
makes like
that's like
that I
that's
miss like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then he
He's-
tough checks, so I end up having to trample over him with the Mauler.
Oh,
which means the
beautiful.
Mauler can't go kill the Death Knell like I want him to.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
But,
it's
I mean,
pretty solid.
I'm looking at this just going, well, whatever. He's
Yeah.
got 12 seconds.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to kill
Yeah.
Calandra or get up 5 CPs
No.
in
Yeah.
12 seconds. Because
Yeah.
Calandra's going to sit back there with literally 7 focus. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if I frenzy with those 2 because they're just going to frenzy into a Death Knell.
yeah.
Like, I
Okay,
don't
that's
care.
fair.
With how much
Yeah.
damage I end
That's
up doing on it, I think I only do like
Yeah.
6 or 7 damage to it.
Yeah,
so
there's
I'm just
there's
gonna
the
frenzy
there's the
into
tough.
the Death Knell. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you don't get the
She's gonna
boosted
have
damage, but
to-
still.
I don't care.
Yeah.
No,
if
I
he
just
manages to get through his 12 seconds,
Yeah.
we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm still just
He.
I've lost, but it's still like just it's
so there's the
fun to-
trample.
There's the
trample.
brave little pumpkin had to be trampled over.
Bam. He just gets wiped
Murderized.
away.
It gets made into
He gets
Finally.
pasted.
pumpkin paste. Just spread
So
over
you
graham
no, you
crackers.
can't change facing after you trample, right? I don't know. I have to double check the line that he went.
Maybe.
It don't matter.
No matter. Then here's where you like
Death
plink
Knell
the
was still
death
in.
knell. with,
Yeah,
like,
the Death Knell, I'm just like, ugh, because what I had wanted to do was I was going to kill because there was only 2 pumpkin heads there. So I was
Gotcha.
going to kill, and then dump,
That's
yeah,
not good.
and then
damage.
dump a couple into the Death Knell. Then I was going to activate, the Mauler, rage him, and
Yeah.
then walk over and be P plus S19,
Yeah.
be dice plus 1.
But those
with-
brave little pumpkins, man.
Yeah, but those
like,
pumpkins.
They were pretty
And
brave.
so here, see, I move on from that being like whatever. Let's contest with the Runeshapers, staying outside of shadow ability. I don't
Okay,
want you to
there you
shadow me. And I'm just gonna throw. I throw 1. I end up killing the Lantern Man. Thank goodness. He finally goes away. I roll a 10 on the blast damage there, which will
Clear.
clear him.
Yep.
And then these 2 just throw at the objective, hoping to do enough damage to destroy the objective. Their dice off 4. I think
Yeah,
I
I
end
don't-
up doing like
you
12
like-
damage to
yeah,
it. or
you do
something.
like
Your
something
first
like
damage
that.
roll did real well.
Yeah, well, I roll an 11, so it's
Yeah.
dice off 4, so I do
7
7
points.
points. So it's down
Puts it
to
down to
8. Then my second, I don't even know if I heard it or not. I don't.
Yeah, you
In the future,
hit
you
it.
realize that thing is a dial, right?
No, Ben.
Hey.
Lucky.
So there's that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Am I going to charge the
In-
charge the Axer in? But then I glance over at the clock and realize
just
that
like,
I've got a minute and a
no.
half left, and I'm just like, there's no reason to go do something stupid like this. Cast
Yeah.
Starcrossed.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm measuring
Well,
like I've
with
run
the-
away, but like
Move the Axer out of the forest so he can charge something next turn if he needs to.
Yeah,
He
but
can
I mean,
get
with the
out.
Runeshaper activation, you said, oh, okay, I'm low on clock. I just need to do important things.
and then
clock.
I lose. Here we go.
I turn it over.
And I'm like, fumble around.
Running,
zero,
running, the clock's beeping. Why is
zero.
the clock beeping?
Yeah,
Ah, why?
and then we shake hands
Number.
because I ran into the clock. But I mean, I don't think I was in a good position to do anything anyway. I'm pretty low on models at this point.
Yeah, I
Like-
think if the game had
like-
kept going, one, this
Yeah.
is going to be top of 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
like the only thing is potentially keep the Gorehound in there.
Yeah.
See if you can
Mm.
see who clocks first.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
the
at that
thing
point I'm
is,
just like
like-
hitting the clock every few
Because-
seconds. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you, Riley. You're playing a catcher's mitt. You're playing something that isn't going to die very easily,
mm-mm.
and then David just can't kill it.
yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Well, the thing is,
like go back and
looking
forth
at it,
until like.
looking
then-
at it after the
Yeah.
game, Calandra has a spell where she can knock down the model that's there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically, what happens? I walk her. She might not even have to, but
Yeah.
she knocks down the Gorehound.
knocks down.
She
Okay,
she
yeah.
spends I think it's 2 or 3. It's Misfortune.
There it is.
Yeah, she
Cost
she
3,
3
POW 12,
boost the hit. It's POW 12. The
damage.
only it's gonna be arm 16, so I'm needing a 5.
Yeah, you
um,
boost damage.
I boost damage. Anyways, it's fine. That takes her down to 8, which gives me enough to put Starcrossed up if I need it, but I might
Yeah.
not need to. Because that turn I'm clearing out my top zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
because
clearing out the
that
top zone.
death knell is
I'm
going
gonna
to
kill
die. Yeah.
because once that thing's knocked down, Janissa walks over, still contesting my flag, and armor pierces it at
Yeah.
P plus S10. Then
Ooh.
the stone can walk over and finish the thing off.
Yes, it
Especially if I finish the death knell off first.
can. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I score 2 points that turn. possibly score 3 because I throw more.
3,
I score another one
5-3.
because I throw rock hammers at the objective.
Yeah.
I have no reason to try and get close to Trigger Shadow. I have no reason to try and kill those things because I'm contesting, you're contesting. There's no beasts. Well, you have a beast over here, but he's not going to be able to clear me. I clear that off, score another point, go up 5-3. I'm contesting your flag.
Yeah,
it just goes to.
And I'm not doing anything because I'm just 12 seconds. Like, it's just not
well, this
happening.
was if the game had.
Yeah, if it kept going, I'm
seconds.
still I'm so low on models, and I'm not high on models that can deal with anything. So it's just.
Well, I mean, that's also predicated on all the mistakes that led up to that point being viable, being repeated again. Which I mean, okay, taking a shot with the Hollowmen so that one of the Runeshapers is dead.
Yeah. Remembering to cast my own Star-Crossed was probably one of the big. And then just.
Of course, that could have been interesting because that would have also been my feat turn. So I'm rerolling ones and twos,
but you're still under Star-Crossed.
So I mean,
does
Calandra's feat balance out the Star-Crossed?
I
don't know.
I
don't know. I mean, it's just. It would have helped regardless. Like, I mean,
it would have helped. I'm just wondering how that would have turned out.
I mean, there's just, and then, I didn't have the tools in that list to crack a lot of the stuff he had there.
Well, that's like I said, that's kind of the point of that Calandra list, which is I'm gonna
also
brick up.
surprise snacking.
That really hurt not being able to get corpses in any meaningful manner. Like the Death Knell was never on more than 3.
Yeah, well, and that's the point of really that Calandra list is I want to offer you a question of high def, high arm, high box models,
which is
that
kind
can
of
heal
weird in trolls for that first part.
which is weird
high
in trolls.
Def, what?
But they can also heal themselves with either regeneration, or snacking. They have Earth's Blessing, so they're not going to be knocked down or moved away, so you can't make them easier to hit.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? And the scenario that we were playing was pretty beneficial to my list.
Yeah, it was pretty in your
No
favor,
circular zones. There's a flag in the back that I can score. We have objectives that are contesting.
Yeah.
I can drop those things in there and ask you to deal with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I couldn't.
I think that's really one of the biggest parts of SR 2017 is building a list, one that's good at scenario.
Yeah.
But 2, asks questions.
Yes.
If your list asks questions that are difficult questions to answer, your list is going to be good in 2017. That's why there are lists like Ghost Fleet, Dark Host, Heavy Metal.
Just stall lists in general seem to be
lists
really
that
good.
Ask really hard questions. The new Protectorate theme that's coming out, Faithful Masses. That's going to offer some questions that are hard to answer.
Yeah, and as time goes on, I'm kind of curious to see, okay, how many lists that have some fast models just to try to get up on scenario quick, just 1 or 2 points up, and then sit and turtle and stall the opponent
Just
out.
sit there.
And then win on clock or turn 7 CPs.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're playing SR 2015 again.
Push
up, jam out of scenario and just sit there and can you deal with me?
I mean,
true.
Wasn't that the year that JVM won all kinds of things with just his super quick Legion list?
I think so, yeah.
I wouldn't know. Wasn't there.
No. It's all good. Yeah. So, just so you know, JVM stands for Jake Van Meter, which is basically the personification of Legion of Everblight. He's real good.
What?
Before they nuked the forums, there was a thread, Ask JVM Anything. It was over 60 pages.
Nice. What of the Everblight is he, though? Because it's
Legion.
Something. No, it's something of the Everblight.
No,
he is the
Legion.
He is the Legion of Everblight. You might as well call him...
He's also so 2014, or what was that shirt he was wearing? 2004? I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember. And the name of the... Yeah, he is Everblight. Like,
Yeah.
He is the dragon.
Yes.
Indeed.
Or the leftover of the dragon. That
He's a bunch of shards in all of his warlocks of the dragon. Yeah.
He's a complete athong.
He spoke into the minds of the Privateer Press creators who created Legion of Everblight.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Do we have anything else to add? What'd you learn?
what I learned a lot. Do you want me? That may take some time. I learned to remember things is a good idea. To remember to shoot with your Hollowmen is a good idea. To remember your caster can steal spells is also a good idea.
Take your combat action, dang it!
Yeah.
Yes.
To
Not
remember
just
that-
one model, the whole unit.
Yeah. To remember that, like, to remember to do things. That's kind of
Yeah.
important. And also that pumpkins are rather brave. I did learn that too.
Yeah, pumpkins are rather brave.
And as the video started, Starcross is dumb. It's dumb. I learned that
Starcross
as
is
well.
without a doubt dumb.
Yes.
Do I feel bad for using it? Not in the least bit, but it is dumb.
Yeah, you have to have a soul
More
to
than a
feel
little
bad first. But yeah.
Yeah, nope.
Nope.
That, nope.
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 Despite none of us being gingers.
No, not soulless.
I think that's a report.
I think so.
I think it is. All right.
Well, thanks for watching again, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned or keep watch of my personal Twitter account at The Canadianized, because when we stream, I'll be posting on there. I'll be posting in the general War Machine Hordes Facebook group too, now that I'm actually in that one. Join us. You'll get to see what it's like when we record. On that, have fun.
Happy
Yep.
wargaming, y'all.
Happy wargaming.
Oh, who did that?
David.
Fuck you.